Welcome to the Science and Psychology of a Successful Black Mind channel. Today I'm sitting here with the owner of the Big Elephant in Nthabiseng. She will introduce herself and tell us her name. So, as obviously known, I'm interviewing black entrepreneurs that are successful in the township, that have businesses that are running, so that we can understand the psychology of what is needed for us as upcoming entrepreneurs and those that want to be successful in anything, what the type of mindset that is needed for us to attain the goals that we want to attain. So today I'm sitting here with Mama here, so she'll introduce herself, and then we'll get into the topic and just discuss and see some of the principles that are found within the book of Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Some of the principles that perhaps even ourselves as black people, we do have certain patterns that we use that are in alignment with these principles. So, Mama, get our first part already. We introduce Roman.
Okay.
And what you are about.
Okay. Dumelang, my name is Aus Nthabiseng Selekane, the owner of the Big Elephant in Nthabiseng 965 Mshoba Street in Nthabiseng.
Okay. So as we've heard, she introduced herself, so we'll just ask her a question as to how she started, or what was the motivation behind you starting this beautiful establishment.
Okay. Before I started this big thing, I was catering before.
Okay.
I always love cooking and baking.
Okay.
So I would cater for funerals, wedding parties, and all that.
Yeah.
I would cook. Then it happened that 2002, my father passed away.
Okay.
And when my father passed away, he left some money for the whole family.
Okay.
Then my big brother, Tembisa, he's the one who came up with the idea. Look, you know how to cook, and our father left money for us. So instead of us using this money carelessly, let us start this Big Elephant.
Okay.
Then that's where we started the whole thing, the Big Elephant. And then the name the Big Elephant, it came from Billy's son, my brother's son.
Okay.
He used to call my father. In fact, the elephant is our clan name. So he used to call my father the Big Elephant.
Okay.
So every time would say to his father, let's go and see and visit the Big Elephant.
Yeah.
So that's where everything started. Then we sit down, we talk, we discuss, or let's open this place, and then we'll name it after our father. And then I'll cook. As I'm cooking, I'm a cooker.
Yeah.
I'm a manager.
So you're pretty much doing everything.
Yeah, I'm doing everything here now. The business is still young. It started last year, November 2016.
Yeah.
So, but at least people are knowing us now. People are coming, supporting us. So the business as young as it is, I would really love to have more staff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but now at least I have three staff.
Okay.
People are working.
Yeah.
So I'm also helping every day. I'm here.
Okay. So that's pretty much an improvement, because if you say that you have already people that you have employed, staff that are here, you are pretty much having an impact within the community or in a person's life who's coming here to actually have an earning. So we'll just go on the first principle, which is the principle of desire. She had a desire of she was in the catering industry already, but she had a desire to start something, even though, it was an idea that was brought to her, but it's something that already that she was in, that was just light brought to her to say, okay, since you have this, why can we not do this? And here it is. It's something that started out of pure desire. So it goes to show, that the principle of desire is needed. In order to start something, you need to have a thought and have the desire. Once the thought has started, the desire obviously is there for you to do the follow-ups in making sure that it becomes something that materializes, like here. So in that journey, or in this young journey, it's just a couple of months now,
Yes.
But the business is standing, and there's pretty much it's a legit place to come and eat your traditional food, or just good food,
And
you
we
know.
also have pizza. We start pizza from scratch.
Okay.
We use an oven that we use it with wood.
Okay.
Yes.
So imagine, you
So
know.
we have pizza here. People must come and eat pizza.
Definitely, the old school type pizza, not the one with the current microwaves that they've created.
Things, no.
This is done with wood and fire, and that's the legit pizza. So, in that sense, Mama, in regards to you studying the business in the few months that it is, you know, what motivates you? Like, what gives you the persistence on a daily? You say you started in November the 16th.
Yes.
So what has been giving you that, you know, courage on a daily basis, as you are seeing? Obviously, there are things that you are observing since you've opened, people coming, people not coming.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You know, it's simple. When you start a business, you must have passion of that business. Don't just start business because you want to make money.
Yeah.
Then if your mindset is that I want to make money, then you'll lose very soon.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people, they come, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
But if you have a passion of doing what you love, it does keep you every morning that you must wake up and prepare food. You know, even if one person come and buy food, I am happy, believe me. Yes, it's not all about money. It's doing something that you love.
That you are passionate about.
You know. And remember, this is a family business, so everyone is looking at me, counting on me. If I fail, then I fail everybody at home. It's like an trend that I'll be failing them. So I put God first in everything that I do. I put God first because He's the one who knows everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it goes hand in hand with faith. When you are
with
putting
faith,
God
yes,
first,
you put God first, and then everything will follow.
Absolutely. You are trusting in Him.
You are trusting in Him because you don't know what tomorrow is going to happen. So you just put your faith in God's hands, and then He knows that what you are doing you love. And I've been cooking for so long. So most people, they know my cooking. Then they come and they love the food that we are preparing here at home.
Okay. So that's the second principle, the principle of faith. She spoke even about God, you know, saying that she puts her trust in God. That takes faith because obviously God is somebody that we have never really seen, but we know He's there and we put our faith in Him, in the things that we do, you know, even within herself opening up every day. It's faith. It takes faith, you know, to open up even when it's only one person that comes through, but it's faith that sustains her and helps her to continue to have the business running. So that's the second principle, the principle of faith. We need to have faith in whatever that we do. If you don't have faith, then, you know, it's pointless. It's pointless of starting something that you are not even, you know, sure or faithful in, seeing it becoming a success. So just also to ask Mama in regard to, you said that you are a cook, so you have experience.
Yes.
You have experience in what you are doing. So if I may ask, how did you obtain your experience? Is it by way of maybe going to a chef school and studying these things, or was it just something that was just ignited in you to say, or and you started it and you started gaining the experience from then on?
You know, when I grew up, my brothers, they used to cook. They used to cook a lot. So you see them, watch them cook. No, it's something that I fall in love with even when I was growing up. I never went to school for cooking. I just love cooking. And even if I go maybe to the restaurant and eat, I wouldn't just eat because I want to eat food. I would eat just to taste what is it that they've mixed. You see their sauces and all that. So even if I come to a place, you give me food, I won't eat. I will just take one bite and listen to the flavors. What did you put here? And sometimes I'll just ask the chef, you know, I'm allergic to some of the things, so what did you put here? And then you'll tell me I put this and this, then I have a recipe.
But I'm a chef professionally, so I can be a bit tricky. Maybe I'll shapaga something,
that would be nice.
That would be different, you know. So I understand food myself because I'm also coming from the background of the catering industry. I have a catering company, you know. And I fortunately went to school. I loved cooking from home because, you know, when I was growing up, my granny used to cook, so I would see her cook. And she'd ask me to cook, you know. She said, Papa, how night, gravy, how night,
Mnandi.
and you know, like, and everybody would compliment me in the house, and I saw, and when I was doing it, then I enjoy, so I thought,
and I remember
Yeah.
so by then chef it was not as big as it is now. So if you tell your parents that you want to be a chef, but why is having nice, why is having stress?
It was also difficult for me, you know, when I said I wanted to be a chef. Everybody was like, Tumelo, you have so much potential. Chef, you could be something so. And I was like, no, passion. It's what makes me happy.
Like if you know, event, then I have to prepare food. You know, it excites me. Just the thought that next to people are coming. That makes me happy. I can't even sleep. I have this good bum salary. Now I must make this. It must look nice, garnish it nicely so that people they will come again. So being in the industry of food, you must have passion, because if you don't have a passion, you just want money, no, you won't last. It's a very, very difficult one, because the competition is too high. People are like, you are catering, I never went to school. You see, our cooking, it won't be the same. Now I'm in old school, mixed with the things that I find along the way. So this industry is very challenging.
Your idea.
It's not like you are selling maybe Bomagwenya, you know, people will come. You must play with your food. You must play with your food. The colors, they must. Sure, people when they see your plate, it might look interesting before I don't just cook because you want people to eat.
You know, like most of the people that cook out there on the corners, they try, but it's just too.
You see, now we are selling a traditional food. Muslim people, they come and buy traditional because our traditional is every day. But it's not the same as Hanga our chicken you won't say chicken you would say it's fresh. Yes, you say it's a fresh chicken. We jinx it, we make it interesting, it's kapora. And all our food, traditional food, we serve with veggies. Just to keep people healthy, so that people they can be healthy. We balance, we give them the veggies.
So now we get to see even in her expression, you know, it goes back to that specialized knowledge. You know, it doesn't have to come from schooling. It comes from observation also. You know, being able to observe and see that, you know, I have a passion in this thing, and then following through with it and learning it and understanding it and mastering it. So it goes both ways. There are those that go to school, there are those that, you know, just by observation, just by learning, by seeing others, and then they know that they have this passion towards that thing, and then they learn more about it and they excel in it. So this is what we also need to have. You know, if you don't have the schooling, it does not necessarily mean that you won't be successful. You can still observe from other people. You can still learn from other people who have done this thing, who are doing this thing, and then get the necessary experience and knowledge that is required so that you can also do your own thing. You know, so yeah, that's pretty much.
And another thing, not all of us were meant to go to school.
Absolutely.
Some of us, we are just learning along the way. I mean, if you love what you're doing and you are very, 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 very much in love with it, you will learn along the way. It's not already. Nako yesterday didn't give me money to go to chef school, so I can't cook. No. You learn. Why not? We have YouTube. So you know, there are many things that they can help you to start small.
That's the truth, because we live in an age of information. As we said, YouTube, Google, you know, there are these things. We just put in a word there, how to do,
yes, and then it will give instruction.
It'll pop up. So there's no excuse for us not to learn and to you know, improve ourselves in the things.
Even
that
now
we want to do.
I know how to cook, but I still go and check the new designers of food, how do they prepare food. When I'm still learning.
Because that's what's needed. You can't say I'm
I
the
can't
best
say no, I'm the best, and then I'm sitting. I know how to cook pap most. You know, you like.
It's modernized.
It's modernized these days. So you cannot just sit and say no, I know how to fry chicken. No. You learn every day. you Google, you check, okay, green salad, now you are buying just style so. Then the next time you are catering now, you just hey. I love cooking. What's it?
I passionate.
I love cooking. Cooking and baking.
Yeah.
Those two are my favorites.
Yeah. So no, but at least you have done something that allowed to go into something that you hate, you go to something that you love. Because a lot of people out there, they go to work or they go wherever, they sit in offices, but they are not happy.
Yeah.
They are not happy
because they're doing something that they don't like.
They don't love. So passion is important. So
even if when you come to my restaurant, you told us sometimes we are busy. Hence, I'm also working.
Yeah.
You won't even say that I'm an owner because I'm hands-on.
Yeah.
I mop, I clean. You see how nice it's clean the place is. Already, it's really clean. I clean, I cook, I do almost everything here. I carry. I have people who are working here. Let me just sit and command. Hey, do this and do that. They know. Even sometimes they used to say, "Hey, but Mama, you are so tired, because we are working every day. Just go inside and rest." I said, "And I will rest when I'm dead."
You need to be here.
I need to not. I always tell them it's not that I don't trust you. I do trust you, but I love what I'm doing. You see, I cannot just sit inside the house and say they will do. I love what I'm doing, even if this. But we use different things, different. Even on a takeaway, they will tell you, Mama, they will tell you, takeaway. These people say, put it nicely. Presentable, takeaway. It looks nice. Don't say, because I actually more, let's just weigh everything.
It's just a mix up.
It's just a mix and a mess. No.
No, it's passion. It's passion. So, the question I want to ask also is the question of the decision that, once you have pretty much gained the knowledge and started the business, when you decided to open up, was it a long decision that you needed to take? Or was it a decision that you took, I've acquired all the things that I need, it's time on the 16th of November, I'm opening up, or was it a process before it got there?
It was a process. Remember, before my father passed away, we never knew that there's something that he left for us.
Okay.
So it was a dream that, one day I must have my own thing. It was a dream pipe, dreaming, okay, I'm catering, but catering now is low because of COVID. Now the funerals, they're only catering for 50. Then even if when they hire you, they'll tell you, no, it's only for 50 people. Then that means you must... you mustn't charge more.
Of course.
You must charge less. So it was something that I dream about. One day I must have my own place that I can open. But I never thought it will come to life. The thing is, my brother is a businessman. He's business-minded. So when everything happened, we just sit down, the two of us, and in the same time saying, look, when you know how to cook, let's open this, let's start this. Now I know many people. They will come, and then some of the things I'll teach you, the ones that I know, because he has traveled all over the world. So he knows more. So okay, let's do it. Then we started. We started everything.
From scratch.
From scratch.
So it's also that decision. What I like, even though you didn't know how it's gonna happen, your business, but you always have the desire to say, one day I want to own something like this. God and the faith that you have, make sure that it brings that thing without you even knowing when the capital will come
You just have to have faith, because but not all of us were meant to work. Now I was one of those people who I don't like to work. When I work, I become broke. Really honest.
For sure.
Then we started, me and my father, we sell mukodu. Like every month we go stock mukodu, and then we deliver to people. They pay us monthly. It was a routine thing. So I love doing that. I love doing even that, because I was not even cooking, but just seeing people that I know that today they're gonna have feast, they're gonna eat mukodu, and then Tembisa will deliver mukodu for them. Then that it was one thing that also made me happy. It was little, but it makes me happy. It was a long journey, believe me.
Yeah.
It was a long journey, and starting a business, it needs passion.
Yeah.
You must have a passion of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can't just want to start something here.
Yeah, and next to close doors.
Yeah. Out of wanting to
Because
see.
if you don't have a passion of running a business, if things they don't go according the way you want them, you'll close.
Yeah.
You'll give up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not in you.
Yeah.
It was something that you decided to do.
Yeah.
Because you're not working and you have capital. No, let me just sell this.
Yeah.
If things didn't go the way you planned, then you decide to come and decide, no, let me close. But if you have a passion and you have a vision, now I want to see this business grow. Like I have a vision now, okay, now it's still small, can I need 2 sitting areas, but I know Mudimi knows that, God knows that I want rooftop one day. One day you'll be coming and then you'll find the rooftop.
Definitely.
Next time you'll go somewhere and then you'll find the big elephant.
Yeah.
You'll say, man, no, the name I know from Nthabiseng.
Now
it will be franchising. That's our dream. We don't want it to be small and then end up in Tembisa. No, I don't want it to be big. I want it also to go to roof. You see, it's still small. And then sometimes it's bad, but I have a vision, or I want to see this thing grow.
And it will happen because you have that vision. You have already started, so it's just a matter of time, and things working out, and then it will get there. It will.
Like we have children, and me and my brother, we used to say, no, this business, one day we'll be living for our children.
It will be a legacy.
It will be a legacy. But our children, they don't like this industry of cooking. I try to introduce them bit by bit. They come and help me. Like my sister's daughter Ayanda. When I'm busy, maybe Kilo's daughter, she comes and stand in for me. But you can see all these things it's not for you. It's like I'm pushing. And like I used to tell you, Ayanda, you'll go far with this business. If you can be just serious, you'll go far. And she'll be just looking at me and thinking, I know that I got that. And careers come. You say this business will be fun.
I guess maybe she might have her own passions in her, because of course, as much as we would want them to learn and maintain their family business, there will be that one who will come through and show that they can take this thing further within the family. So some of them, of course, until they see big maybe and see, okay, this thing is going somewhere, that's when they want to jump on the train. So as we are hearing there, planning, is important. She's already started here, but she's got plans to take this thing into making it into becoming a franchise also. Once she's decided, she's planning. Even before deciding, obviously she had planned so that she can have this, and then from here on she'll be moving on to another point. So also these are the principles of decision making, the decision of planning. These are important when we are in business. Even she spoke extensively about passion. If you do not have passion for business, you will not be able to maintain it. So that's another thing that we need to look into. If you select a field, you must know that this thing, no matter what, come rain, come shine, I'm gonna go there and open up if you need to open up, or you need to stand at the corner, whatever that you need to do, you wanna have to do it, consistently. So, customers or no customers. So, it's important. We see that these principles, we have them in us as black people. We are capable of making such beautiful estates. It's a beautiful place, man. Like it's proper here. It's a restaurant, right in the township, So it shows that we have that potential and capability of doing such things. It's not only for certain people, but also for us, So maybe my last question, it will be in regard to, we already had spoken about your brother and your father coming in as capital. So obviously there was a mastermind group that you have, people who are specialized in certain things, like your brother who's specialized also in business matters, you being specialized also in this field itself, and then your father, who's late, of course, even though he's late, but he's contributed.
He's contributed a lot.
He's contributed, you know. So he's part of the mastermind group
Yes.
to making sure that this dream
goes through.
you know, it becomes a reality, becomes what it is,
Yeah.
you know. So how's the support? Maybe let's say because your brother, you know, he's alive.
Yeah.
How's the support from him in terms of business, you know, ideas? Okay, maybe let's say for instance your cash flow, or how you stock your inventory, you know, at least and stuff like that.
You know, my brother is very, very, very supportive when coming to business.
Yeah.
And another thing, I told this business, they were capital, you know, this is the capital that you must buy everything that is needed for the shop.
Okay.
And I've used that capital in it.
Yeah.
And sometimes we told if a dealer,
Yeah.
then it doesn't take me forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, as a business person, you won't always run to people and say, hey, Charlie, if a dealer,
Yeah.
I can stock on pen.
Yeah. Stock.
No. People are, the little as people are coming back or like, the most important thing in business, Oscar about Bareka first, what's about banana this thing out? If I have a business, transit to hold.
Yeah. Yeah.
If Mutakena, second and I will go and buy shoes.
Yeah.
I'll go and do no. You must have patience.
Yeah.
You must, even if it can take you 5 years to buy a new pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Just hold on.
Yeah.
Make sure that business it flows.
Yeah.
Whatever money that you have, make sure you stock, you keep your shop going. Because remember, if you got a child the weekend, maybe a day it was busy, you made 1,000.
Yeah.
Then in that 1,000, when already so nana ka personal things how sana go shoot how can I improve mola le mola, because you know ke tla phone and say na my fetile, and then they will give me money. Now they only gave me money once. You can ask them, they'll tell you they only gave me money once to run everything. Then I'm still running it now, and surprisingly even every time when my brother come, we'll just call, we have this meat that we are selling tomahawk. It's a very huge meat and it's very expensive.
Yeah.
Very, very expensive. So you will call and say, saying I'm coming with people, we need 3 tomahawkers. I sell 1 tomahawk at 250 because it's a very huge meat. Not even a single thing we don't have tomahawk.
You make sure that it's available.
I make sure whatever that you want is available.
Yeah.
If you want to like grill.
Yeah.
If you want to maybe 4.
Yeah.
I run.
Yeah.
Like we can see what can a little 300, can cut 300 take your T-bone stick or keep balance stock or saga or Muscavalin Trefela. Like liver to Bakaka, if you want or Masaka Profu says A2, come to me. Mama, Masaka Profu says A2. Mama, I don't want to do the fair. If you says it 2, I'm going to buy 2. You have a 4. I know originally Masaka 4. So it's very, very important to hurry in a business how knowledge, especially if you are still starting. Remember, we are not making millions monthly. We are making less money. So, but you must make sure the stock, even if they don't come every day, fine, you must have stock. Because one day God will surprise you. One will want this, one will want that. You don't have. You understand me?
So it becomes a problem.
It becomes a problem. And now when people they find and they find when you don't have Coke, you don't have Sprite, they won't come next week. Because they'll be saying, quite a big elephant, when you want this is not there. So you must make sure you have stock. It doesn't matter or but how about if that's long decide or no, the big elephant is going to be filled today. You must make sure you don't run out of stock.
Absolutely.
So it's very important we don't have money. We are coming at the background of our families, we don't have money. We are not like whites, capital, capital. We don't have money. So chelete nyane ba million iberekise wisely. When out the belly side thing, put your personal feelings aside.
Why?
You understand? Not if there's only one thing I want. It's a very expensive bag.
Okay.
I don't know or gas or gush or channel or but I want an expensive bag. It can be one. But I'm putting myself 5 years from now. 5 years from now, that bag, I'm going to buy it.
Of course.
I'm not saying I know people 1.5, I know people 2,000. I'm not saying if I make 2,000 today, tomorrow I'm going to buy that bag. I'm saying 5 years from now, believe me, I'll have that bag. Maybe 2 of them, not now. Last week, there were one guy, one of the 350 government. He took that 350 and started the business. You see how little it is? 350, but he started the business. And some people, they were criticizing him or that 350 is not because he needed the money. He need the money. But I want to that 350, it's small for a guy every month. And then if government was stop or this month I'm no longer giving you 350 and what. But I like that guy. No, this is 350. Let me start my business. I start a business kind of 350. And I just wish Sansana continue ka business.
Because it's what you are talking about, or being able to, to withhold from certain things for now.
You put your person, whatever that you want to with your nails and everything. You see, fun. I don't have nails, but and I love nails. But now I say no, I get on 200 kilo Kenya manal or 250, 200 they go something more. Cleaning materials, maybe the glass there to I can add glasses. Thing that you talk about can come after 5 years, then you see me different.
Improve.
Yes, I keep on no now. My business all this things to improve my business. Now my business has been improved, then I can start to improve me.
Absolutely.
But now because the business is still starting, I don't want to rush. 5,000. Now is the time. No. I'll wear them even if I'm 70. I'll wear them.
Absolutely, because you need to see the business sustain itself.
The business sustain itself. You must pay, but I have a huge amount of money in my account. Let me spoil myself because we have suffered. As I want to check again, now this now what menu might want.
So as we've heard, the importance of running a business. The mama here, she's explaining a lot, in sense of, when I was asked the question about, the mastermind, group that she has, which is her brother, and her father who contributed, in her sustaining the business, of course, that she needed to withhold herself to certain things that even though they have contributed, whatever that they've contributed, not necessarily that all the time she'll go back and ask, to say, she's at a point where she's saying that the business must sustain itself. There must be cash flow. The business must be able to run itself. It must be able to pay its employees. It must be able to buy its own stock, and even have surplus, that it makes on the side, so that even at a time when she feels to buy her own personal things, she's able to do that. So, it's the end of the interview. And I'm grateful for this opportunity, ma'am, to have this time with you, so that we can share this information with upcoming entrepreneurs in our community, within the black community, and show some of these things that, sometimes we rush, I like her last word, we rush because I own a business, I want to be seen with a nice car, I want to be seen flashy, I would say I'm a business owner, and sometimes we are wasting money for unnecessary while we could wait and give ourselves time, and when the time is right, then we can be able to pay ourselves and do all those things that we want to do. It's not wrong, but there's time for it. There's time for it. So definitely I loved what she shared in that regard. So we'll close this interview. Please share, subscribe, like. This information needs to go out, and people needs to understand and see that we as people are capable of doing our own things and establishing our own things, and being successful. This is a successful, for me, according to me, it's a successful business because it stands, it's beautiful in here, the setup is beautiful, everything is just proper, so it's a successful business, so we are about that, interviewing successful black entrepreneurs within the township. So I'm grateful, Mama, for the opportunity that you gave me.
Thank you very much for coming.
So
I never even knew about the this page before. It's the first time, so
yeah.
from today I will follow.
Okay,
I'll follow it,
okay. No, definitely. No,
I must follow and hear. But now, so you listen to different business owners.
Yeah.
You are improving because you'll be getting some things
Some
that you didn't know, some
information,
information.
yes,
This is how things are done.
Yeah.
And hence, we are in a learning process. We learn every day.
Thank you for those words, Mama. Yeah, so we'll just close it. See you on our next interview with somebody else again. But yeah, this will be uploaded soon also. Yeah, just look out for it on the channel. You know, it's the science and psychology of a successful black mind. And thank you for tuning in.